Hi guys, my name is Nobu Kumalo. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. I hope you'll stay, and if you're coming back, thank you so much for your continued support. Thank you so much. Happy New Year, you guys. We made it into 2024 against all odds. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. We made it. I hope you guys have been doing well, and I hope you guys are excited for the year. However, the last year ended, whatever happened, whatever didn't come true, whatever you lost, I hope that this is the year that God restores everything to us, and I hope this becomes one of the happiest years of our lives. Listen, if you're new here or you are coming back and you're not yet subscribed, please do take a moment to click the red subscribe button at the bottom and the notification bell so that each time that I upload you will get a notification. But generally, this is a channel where we're just here to share positive vibes. This is where we come to grow and to laugh and learn together. I typically do a lot of sit-down videos where I talk about different things, from relationships to finances to work to personal development, all that kind of stuff. It's just supposed to be a wholesome hub where you come for a quick chat with a girlfriend. So obviously it's the new year. Well, it's February now, but anyway, it's still the new year. January is the year when we're defrosting and we're trying to get into the swing of things. And so I figured, let me just come and do a quick one here, a quick reset for the year 2024. So typically at the beginning of the year, I'm not really a serious sit down resolutions type of person, to be honest. I'm not like that. Neither am I a vision board type of person. Yeah. But I, for the past 2 or so years, kind of gave it a try, to write down resolutions. And, sometimes I'd write things down like read so many books per month, lose so many kgs and all that. And needless to say, last year I did not crush my goals at all. There are some things that I wanted to do that I did do, but holistically, overall, I can't really say I crushed my goals. So this year I figured, let me kind of do something differently. I figured, let me find out the why behind the goals, because I feel like sometimes the reason why I don't reach my goals and maybe you don't reach your goals is because we have a lot of these lists of things that we want to do, but we never really sit down to ask ourselves why. Why do I want to read 1 book per month? Why do I want to lose 10 kgs? Why do I want to go to the gym every day? So I kind of took a step back and I thought to myself, let me figure out the why, and let the why be an overarching theme of my year. And if I know my why, I think that will drive me to do the things that will make me reach that why, right? So a couple of years back, I was talking to one of my friends. I don't even remember what the context was, but he told me of a concept that's called LQFL, which is length and quality of future life. And what he was saying basically is that a lot of us are so concerned about living a long life, but we're not very concerned about what the quality of that long life will be, right? So imagine you live until you're 70, but your body is always aching, your finances are in shambles, your children are not taken care of because you didn't make wise decisions when you're younger to save and invest for them. So instead of just thinking of what are the things that I can do to make my life longer, it's also about thinking about what you can do to make sure that you have a life that has good quality, such that if you live long, you're actually enjoying being alive, not just waiting to die. So this year, I decided to break up my should I say goals into 5 different themes. So you'll see I have everything written down here. I hope the camera is going to focus on this. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry. I'll take a picture. So I decided to break this up to spiritual, relational, health, finance, and personal goals. And for each of these subgroups, I kind of thought of what I want to achieve as an overarching theme of that subgroup. So for example, for spiritual, I want this to be the year of surrender. So I want this to be the year where I surrender to God's will, where I accept that I can make plans, I can I can try to build, but ultimately it's God that establishes things. And I was talking to someone last week, and they said something that hit hard at me. They were saying that prayer is not really about getting God to bend to our will and do what we want, but prayer is about helping us to accept God's will about our requests. And I was like, that is something else. So when we pray and we ask and all that, and we consistently pray, it's not really because it's supposed to help God bend because we've asked so much, or finally is going to give us, but we should be praying to say, Lord, help me to be able to accept whatever your will is concerning my request. And that change things for me. So this is the year that I want to really surrender, and how I want to do that is to return to God and to seek his face, like genuinely and earnestly. And part of that is reading my Bible consistently, right? I read a lot of like other books and articles and all that try to explain God and the story of redemption and all that, but I want this year to actually read the Bible itself, read it for myself and grapple with it. Initially, I wanted to say read the whole Bible by the end of the year, but then I figured that it also then becomes the types of goals that I was running away from, right? Those goals where you're just trying to tick a box and make sure that you've done it, but without actually retaining much of it. So I've changed my approach, and I just want to read my Bible from the start to the end, however long it takes me for me to grapple with what I find in there and to come to an understanding of God. If it happens by the end of this year, great. If it doesn't, that's also fine. And then secondly, when Jesus returned to heaven, he said, go ye therefore and preach and teach and baptize them in the name of the Father, teaching them to obey what I have taught you. And so this year also, I want to serve in church and be an active member of the church and actually be of service to my fellow brothers and sisters in the church and be of service to God. So I've taken up an assistant leadership position in church, and I want to exert myself fully and be of service and let God use me. And also I want to minister a bit more using the gifts that he's given me. So I think one of my natural talents is singing, and I have totally neglected it for the past about 4 years. And as with all talents, if you don't exercise it, if you don't practice it, it kind of starts to fade away. So that natural talent will always be there, but I know for myself that I am not as good of a singer as I used to be. And I do know that this, especially in COVID, there's a time I used to like record music videos every Sabbath, and I would post them, and I don't do that anymore. But I know that there are some people who used to be ministered to using those, by those songs. And so I want to return to that and start singing a lot more again this year. Then relational. My goodness, if there's anything that last year taught me, it's the importance of community and how much having a support system and a good structure can help you through the darkest times of your life. I really feel like last year I saw God's love for me through people. And so this year, relationally, I just want to pour more into the people in my life. So we're going to be 5 years married this year. Honestly, it really feels like it's just been 2 or 3 years. I think I blame COVID because I don't know, like 2020, 2021, I don't think we should even count those years. But anyway, suddenly we're 5 years married, and I just want to continue to pour more into my marriage and grow stronger together with my husband, and just love each other more and continue to be more intentional with each other. And I want to connect a bit deeper with my family. Like we're cool, we talk here and there, but I want to open up and be a little bit more vulnerable and allow myself to really connect deeply, not surface level, with my family, be it my immediate family or the family that I'm married into, or my extended family. I just want to be intentional about making sure that I have a deep personal connection with each of the members of my family. And then in terms of friendships, God really blessed me with amazing friends. I met some amazing friends last year, and I want to show up for my people. I want to be for them and to them what they were for and to me last year, and to really extend myself and be the type of friend that I want to have. And I also want to be, and I'm aiming to be, a bit more conscious of the fact that friendship doesn't have to look one specific way, that friendship can take multiple different phases with multiple different people, that there are some people that you can go deep with and others that you might not necessarily go that deep with, but that all of those relationships matter, and that and to learn to sort of put things in their proper place and perspective, right? And put people in their proper place, and give whatever relationship that I'm in its due love and attention in the way and in the season that it's in. So that's relational. And then health. I want to be intentional about my health this year. And this year, I'm not even worried about, I want to lose 10 kgs, I want to be 60 kgs, I'm not worried about that. I want a healthy lifestyle to be exactly that, a lifestyle. And so I've already started with this, and I'm exercising regularly. So I've always kind of just been I've generally always been a bit active, but not like consistently. But I think I've been off to a good start this year. I am doing a 12-week training program, and I've done 3 full weeks, which is the longest I've ever committed to a health training thing, except when I had a personal trainer last year. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm realizing that I actually quite enjoy it. And the other thing with me and exercise is that I was always trying to do stuff that I think works better to lose weight or to tone muscle and all that, but I never really used to enjoy that stuff. That's why I used to fall off. So for example, cardio. I absolutely hate running and cardio and all that. I absolutely hate it. So I found a program this year that is a strength training program, which is what I love. I enjoy weights, I enjoy strength training, and because of that I've been consistent for 3 weeks because I've been doing what I love. So if you're trying to be active this year as well, I would say find what form of exercise you really enjoy and do a lot more of that until you build the habit of exercise and discipline. And I think then from there you can start doing the things that you know you need to do that you don't quite enjoy, but because you've built the muscle and the discipline for it, it'll be easier to do it. And then eating better. I don't think I've had a problem with eating, to be fair. I don't generally snack a lot, but I do skip meals a lot, and I think this is why, even though I don't snack a lot or eat a lot of junk food, that's kind of why my weight has stayed stagnant or I've gained weight sometimes, because I skip meals a lot, and that has slowed down my metabolism, I believe. And because of that, even when I'm not eating, and when I eat, like, the food takes forever to be processed in my body. So I'm trying, and I'm struggling with this one, but I want to try this year to eat better. So like eat more regular meals, smaller meals, but even the quality of the food that I eat, right? Less processed food, less junk food, if any, and to just be more conscious about having more vegetables in my plate than just carbs and all that. And one thing that my husband and I have been doing since the start of the year is a vegetarian diet. I actually hedged on to his plan. He just decided after New Year's, after the brown years, that he was going vegetarian, and I was like, you know what, that doesn't sound like a bad idea after all. So I also just joined him. So I don't have the same level of commitment that he has, because for him it was a well thought out thing and I just jumped on the bandwagon. But I think for the past a month I've only had meat thrice, whereas before that I would have meat every single meal. But I think I've done well in that I've managed to keep away from it, and I found that doing things together as a family helps. So at home we haven't cooked meat the whole entire January, and that's been great. So I've been enjoying my meals, to be honest. We signed up for this HelloFresh thing, where we signed up for vegetarian options, so we get our meals for the week, like the ingredients for the meals for the week and a recipe card, and then we just cook that, and it's made life so much easier. And then the other thing that I really need to do this year is to learn to sleep better. I'm a night owl, right? And I'm sure we have fellow night owls here, and I find that I don't sleep well. I still do get my 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but it's at the wrong time. So I'm typically that person who sleeps at 1 a.m. and wakes up at 8. But I want to try this year to sleep at least no later than 11 p.m. I think that is good for my health. And then finances. I think, honestly, I'm so proud of how I've done for myself, and even as a family, for me and my husband, how we've done financially. I think that is one of the things that we almost clocked immediately when we got married. We are so, I think we're really good with our finances in terms of our savings and investments. we are so consistent, we are so diligent at that, we are so uncompromising, and we always meet our savings and investing targets. I think that's great, but I think there's always room to do more, right? To be wiser with our finances. And I think part of that for us this year is to try and build multiple streams of income. And so we are going to try and explore different avenues for things that we can, as businesses or whatever, ideas that we can start and creating and generating an income from. Just, we have good, very well paying jobs, but you just never know, right? And it's just always good to have something to supplement. So we're going to be intentional about that. And I think another thing that I want to do for myself is to track my spending. I don't think I splurge a lot, but I do think I buy quite a lot of things, and sometimes I don't even realize that I'm buying quite a lot of things. So I think I just want to be more intentional about knowing how I'm spending my money. Not necessarily to say stop spending or stop buying a lot of things, but just to be conscious so that I am aware, like self-awareness of this is where I spend a lot of my money on. So this is how I need to adjust things so that I can afford the things that I like. And then finally, personal. So this year is going to be the last year of my 20s. I cannot believe it. In March, I'm turning 29, so it'll be the start of my last year of my 20s. And I am honestly so excited. Unlike some people, I'm not like scared of turning 30. If anything, I'm looking forward to it. I feel like 30 is where like you're settled in yourself and you've established yourself and you've come to know yourself, and now you're living in the fullness of that. So in my 20s, I just want to, it's like a final push of discovering myself. What do I like? What do I not like? What makes me tick? What doesn't? And I'm excited to learn myself more and become comfortable in my choices and my decisions and my taste and my like. I think one thing that I've come to know of myself is that I like really nice things, and I think I have an expensive taste. And because I've realized that, I'm realizing that, sometimes less is more. Like I said earlier, I buy a lot of things, but not all of them are always the best quality. So this year I want to strip away from like accumulating too many things, but I want to declutter instead and invest in things that will last me long, quality of life, things that will last longer, things that will serve me better, things that are of better quality and have better use of my money. So I'm excited about just learning myself, and I'm excited also about like just personal development, developing myself, learning more about the things that I enjoy, identifying what I enjoy doing, and just jumping in there and putting myself into it. As part of my personal goals, I want to dedicate myself a lot more this year to YouTube. I probably said this before and didn't do it, but this year I think this really is the year that I want to dedicate myself to YouTube. Find what I really like doing, why I'm on this platform, the types of videos that I really like making, and invest in knowing a lot more about those areas and niches so that I can be valuable to my community. So yeah, that is what I want to do this year. I'm excited, and I think the way that I've done my goals this year, I think is going to be more achievable because it's more of like lifestyle, holistic approach to things instead of just having a tick box list. So yeah, you guys will, I'm sure, have a front row seat to some of these things coming true, and I can't wait to share all those things with you guys. I hope this was helpful. If you are yet to plan your year, I hope this was helpful, a helpful way of how you can learn to also plan your year, and I hope this becomes the best year for all of us. If you've gotten this far, please just like comment down below and tell me how you've gone about planning your goals for the year, what it is that you want to achieve this year, and how you plan to go about it. Otherwise, I'm excited for the year. I'm excited to connect with you guys, and I cannot wait to see what the year gives us. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please like and share the video. If you're still not subscribed at the end of this video, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please just click the subscribe button. Otherwise, Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.